Hello students, I welcome you all to this video lecture on GST Act 2017. In this video lecture, we will be discussing those problems which have been asked in the previous year question papers. So, this illustration number 2, which is there in page number 82 and 83 of the textbook that we refer to, is the one which was asked in 2018 by Mangalore University for BCom students. So first let us understand what is the question all about. Vivek Private Limited is having its manufacturing units at Mangalore and Chennai. It also has service unit at Mysore. From the following information, calculate aggregate turnover of Vivek Private Limited for the year 2016-17. So they have given us lot of data in the first statement itself. The first one being that there are two units of Vivek Private Limited. The first one is at Mangalore, the other one is at Chennai. It also has a service unit. So there is a third unit which is dedicated to servicing, which is in Mysore. Manufacturing units are in Mangalore and Chennai. Service unit is at Mysore. And we have got lot of information. From that information we have to compute aggregate turnover. So first of all, let us understand what is aggregate turnover. Aggregate turnover is all the supplies made by you. It might be exempt supplies, it might be non-taxable supplies, it might be taxable supplies, it might be exports, whatever it is, zero rated supplies, whatever it is, whatever supplies an SSE make or his business makes, we have to take all of that, we have to add them, at the end we will get aggregate turnover. So keeping that in mind, there is one more type of turnover, taxable turnover. I will not go in detail about that now. We will discuss about that when the time comes. As you all know by now, we have all done this in the classes. Now we are just doing revision. So for now, aggregate turnover is that turnover which includes everything, all the sales, all the supplies made by the particular SSE, in this case being Vivek Private Limited. So the first point says sold goods from Mangalore unit to a dealer at Delhi for rupees 25 lakh. Though the place is mentioned, we have not been asked to find out taxable turnover or GST. That's why we will not take the place into account until and unless GST is asked. We will not be requiring the data regards to the place where it has been sold to or supplied to. So what is important for us? 25 lakh worth goods is being sold. For this problem, let us focus only on the amount. Sold goods from Mangalore unit to a dealer at Mysore for rupees 5 lakh. Sold goods from Chennai unit to UK, UK is United Kingdom, for rupees 20 lakh. So only the amount we will look into it. If there is any data which is not required, which does not come under GST purview, I will let you know about it. Rendered service from Mysore unit to a person located in Hubli for rupees 1 lakh. Once again, let's take only the amount. Mangalore unit supplies non-taxable goods to Mr. Narayan at Bangalore for rupees 2,50,000. Supplied goods from Mangalore unit to SEZ located in Delhi for rupees 5 lakh. So we will take all this amount. Total IGST, CGST and SGST paid by Vivek Private Limited for the year rupees 3 lakh. So please understand this. In this case, in the last case, is this a supply? All others are supplies, yes or no? Either supply of goods or supply of services. But is this a supply? No. This is the tax paid by that particular SSE. So this will not come in the turnover if a particular transaction is not considered as a supply. We will not take that in aggregate turnover, as simple as that. Supplied goods which are exempt from tax from Chennai unit to a dealer at Dharwad for rupees 20,000. So here these two are important, non-taxable goods and exempt. Usually the mistake that we make is because it is non-taxable we will not take it, because it is exempt we will not take it. Please remember, only if they ask us to compute taxable turnover we have to not take this. Why? Because there is no tax on this. But have they asked us taxable turnover? No, they have asked us aggregate turnover. They have asked us, this is the company, tell me how much sales they have made, what is the amount of sales they have made, what is the amount of supplies they have made. So we have to just say that this is the total amount of supplies that has happened, not taxable turnover. What is the tax? We will look at it if required. In this case, it is not required at all. So just take all the supplies that they have made. Even this will be considered. Though it is exempt from tax, it will be taken for aggregate turnover. So let's go to the solution. So sold or supplied goods to dealer at Delhi, 25 lakh. Then you will take dealer at Mysore has been supplied with 5 lakh worth rupees goods. Supplied goods to UK, 20 lakhs. The next one, rendered services to Hubli, 1 lakh. Though we have mentioned the place, for this particular problem, it has no importance. Okay. Supplied non-taxable goods to Bangalore. See, I am taking the non-taxable goods here. Why? Because we have been asked to compute aggregate turnover, not taxable turnover. I know I am repeating it, but I also know that you will sometimes make that mistake. That's why it's okay if I repeat it again for me and for you also. Supplied goods to SEZ unit located at Delhi. So SEZ, usually we consider this as deemed exports and it is zero rated and we will not take. But we should not take only when it is taxable turnover, not aggregate turnover. In aggregate turnover, everything should be taken. Supplied exempted goods to Dharwad. We will take that. Next, while we add all of this, we will get 58 lakh 70,000. So that is aggregate turnover. So thank you.